Hey guys, it's Eric. Welcome back to another video. I hope you had a really good holiday season. I hope you're making lots of goals to write, record, practice guitar for the upcoming year. I know I certainly am. A month or two ago, I did a guitar cover of a song called Svartport by Culture, and I learned that song by ear, and there's a handful of covers on my channel where I've learned them by ear. And I had a viewer ask me in the comment section if I could do tabs for this song, and I've never done tabs before. And I responded and said, well, I'm not sure. Let me see how time intensive the process might be. If not, maybe at the least I could do a lesson video. So here we are. I just think that tabs are, at least for the way my brain works, it just would never happen, and I would end up getting super frustrated. And I think that the tab would be mediocre at best if I were to do something like that. I figured I could do this lesson video to teach you guys how to play the song. Now, I'm in no way an expert or an authority on this song. I didn't write it. Now, I've never done something like this before. This is my first video doing any sort of lesson or teaching people how to play something. So please be patient with me. I'm going to break down the song by section, sections that you can practice on your own, and then I'm gonna show how to play it at a slower tempo, the notes that I found to be the most accurate according to the original music. So for this video, you're gonna need two things. One is a metronome, which you can just download onto your phone. That'll be really helpful in helping you practice, because this song, I found, it's not so intense for your left hand, but for your right hand and keeping rhythm, keeping time. It's very much a right hand dependent song, and it's very rhythmically driven. So a metronome will be really helpful for you. And you can use your DAW, if you have one, to slow down the music. If not, you can use what I use, which is an app called AnyTune. I'll put the logo on here. I don't know if they're charging for it now. I've been using it for 4 years, and it was free at the time. But it's an amazing app that helps you to slow down the music so that you can hear it and then even play along to it, which is, I've used it 100% of the time when I'm learning a song by ear. I think this video will also be helpful in kind of helping you segue into training your ear a little bit better. Even though I'm showing you, I highly encourage you to just, don't take my word for it, just listen to the song in your DAW or in that app so you can really hear what is going on. Now, I tried to figure this out to the best of my ability. It is a metal song. There is so much noise, so much distortion, this just massive wall of sound. There's a lot going on, so there were a couple of parts here and there that I knew there was a guitar playing, but I just couldn't figure it out. And I thought it was best to just leave it out, because I would rather have it be somewhat accurate than just be guessing and flying by the seat of my pants. So let's get into the lesson. Alright, now this is the app that I was talking about. I apologize for the poor video quality. I'm just filming my iPad. I don't think there's a way to put this on your desktop, so a lot of the time I either use my iPad or my phone. Here is where you can adjust the volume. So hopefully you can hear this. Now if I slow it down right here, see? Easy enough. So anyways, this will be super helpful for you guys as you're learning the song. If you feel like you can't hear a certain part or know what's going on, you can always revert back to this. Alright, so for this song, you're going to want to be in C# standard tuning. I will put that in the description below so you can see exactly what that entails. Sorry, getting some feedback here. And for this song, I used a Mesa Mark V profile on my Kemper amp. You can just find whatever works for you. I felt like it fit really well. This is what it sounded like. So, the intro to the song is really easy. And what you're gonna be doing is, let me stop recording here on my DAW. You're just alternating between two chords, and your first is a C sharp minor chord, which is here. It's just your open low string, and then you're fretting the second fret on your second and third strings, and that sounds like this. Sorry, let me hit record again. So that sounds like this. I'm not very well versed in theory, and then I get super jumbled when I'm in this type of tuning other than, you know, E standard. So you're going to be playing your third string open like this, and then you're going to fret on the 5th fret for your 4th and 5th strings, and then you're going to have your high C sharp string open. So it's literally just okay, so this is the fast triplet section of the intro. All of your notes are going to be on the lower C sharp string, and you're going to be playing, you're basically alternating these notes up here on the 12, 13, and 10 frets. So you're alternating those with your low C sharp. Slow down, it sounds like this. So, and that's how you transition into the verse, is you just slide off of your 13. Okay? And I had to practice this at a much slower tempo for a while until I could get it. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get it now, because it's been about 2 weeks since I picked up the guitar. I just got back from my holiday break. But it's up to speed or close to that speed. It's so yeah, hopefully that's helpful to you. Let's move on to the next part. Okay, so for the verse of this song, it's relatively easy. You're going to be using the exact same two chords that we learned at the beginning, your C sharp minor and the E minor chord, or you know, whatever variation that was. The only difference is you're going to be adding harmonics into the riff. And for me, I played the harmonic on my 7th fret on the low string. I just thought it sounded, that's what I heard when I was trying to learn this by ear. And this is where, you know, that app could come in and you can train your ear, and maybe you hear something different and add a different note to that section. So I'll play this for you slowly, and there's a lot of rhythmic chugging on this part, a lot of heavy palm muting, and it sounds like this. Okay, so relatively simple. After you're done playing that harmonic and there it goes into the transition, you're going to be on your 2nd and 3rd strings, okay? So, and you're going to be playing power chords and sliding between 2 power chords, and that's on 7 to 9. So 7th fret on my 2nd string, 9th fret on my 3rd string, and then you're going to move up to 8 and 10. So 8th fret on my 2nd string, and then 10th fret on your 3rd string, okay? Pretty damn sinister sounding. I really like that a lot. And then you're going to be doing heavy palm muting on your open C sharp string. 1, 2, 3. So off of the triplet on the 4th note, so 1, 2, 3, 4, you're gonna want to play that open, and I dig really hard when I come up on my upstroke. So and when I play those 2 power chords, I like to just downstroke. I find it easier, but you can do whatever works best for you. So, sorry. So once you got that down, there's a little descending triplet part. And that is on your 7th, 5th, 3rd, and 2nd fret. So it goes like this. And that's palm muted. Triplet, 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 triplet. Okay? So all put together, that sounds like... Cool, let's move on. Okay, so for the bridge section of this, you're going to be alternating between 2 kind of odd variations of chords. The first is a C sharp augmented chord, and then you're just going to go down. You literally only change from your pinky to your ring finger, like I am here, from the 5th to the 4th fret, and don't worry, I'll explain everything. So I mute my 2nd string, and then on the 3rd string, I'm going to be hitting the 2nd fret. And then I'm going to come up to the 4th string on the 5th fret. Really cool sounding chord. I think Nicholas, the guitar player and the writer for this band, just really, he's good at creating these atmospheres for what the lyrics entail. So on that 4th string, I'm going to pull off literally from my pinky to my ring finger, so like this. What I like to do is I kind of lightly am hitting the low C sharp while I am muting my 2nd string here. I think it adds a lot more depth to the chord, so that sounds like this. Alright, let's go to the next part. Alright, so the next section was definitely probably the hardest part for me to learn. And these are notes that we've covered previously, and you're just going to be playing on your lower string. You're going to be doing triplets, and you're going to be alternating between the open C sharp, and then you're going to go up to your 12th fret, 13, and 10 again. Okay? And this isn't the same rhythm or pattern that we learned in the intro. It's definitely different, and what that sounds like is this. And keep in mind, you're not palm muting when you're doing this part. But in between those 2 notes where you're hitting 12 to 13, you're gonna want to palm mute there, okay? So open here. Now figuring out your right hand picking pattern might be kind of challenging. You can just choose to do alternate picking the whole way. You are gonna find that your the notes that you're hitting are gonna be varying each time you go through the pattern between your down and up strokes, if that makes sense. And that's why, to keep it the same, I had to do these like quick double down strokes, and hopefully I can play this for you guys to demonstrate that. And then to end that pattern, he goes like this. All right, so the next part is really simple. You're basically palm muting and muting with your left hand at the same time, just to get this kind of scratchy sound going on, and that's just, okay? So you're not doing that, any type of palm muted chugging, it's just. Okay? And you can watch the guitar cover. There is like another little, like, kind of, he hits a note or a chord really quickly. Something to that effect. Just listen to that part so you can get it down. And then it goes right back into that same section of. And then we'll go into the interlude next. So for this next part, got some really beautiful chord changes happening. So I like to kind of hold all four of my fingers down. You don't have to do that, and you'll see what I mean in a second, but it's really easiest, I think, if you do it this way. So you're gonna take your middle finger, your ring finger, and your pinky, and you're going to fret the 5th frets on your 4th, 5th, and 6th string, okay? Right here. So here, here, and here. And it's really hard to find that room. And that it sounds like this from bottom to top. So on your 4th string, and then there's your 5th string. So the chord sounds like. And then from that chord, you're going to alternate. You're going to pull off with your pinky. Just move your middle finger down to the 4th fret on your 3rd string still. You're not switching strings or anything with your middle finger. And you keep your ring finger on that 5th fret where it is. So that'll sound like this. Now, when I pull off with my pinky, I'm fretting on the 3rd fret with my forefinger, okay? So that sounds, and that's why I hold everything down at the same time, and that will go like this. And then from that, you just slide up with your middle and ring finger on the 7th frets and the 5th frets. Okay? So those are your 2 other chords you're going to play. So put together, that will go like this. Okay, so for that single note section that goes along with the clean chords that you're playing, you're going to be up on your 3rd string, and you're going to go from 10 to 9. then on your second string, you're going to play on the 5th fret. And then from there, that little sliding motion, you go from the 5th fret of your 2nd string to the 5th fret of your 3rd string and go from 5 to 7 to 9. And then that transitions you back into the beginning. So played slowly, that sounds like this. Alright, so the next two sections we've already covered previously in this video. Just listen to the song for where you're at after the clean interlude part. So I'm just going to jump to the next rhythmic part, which is really a cool riff in my opinion. It's almost like a genty riff, if you would, and we're going to be doing some muting with our left hand and heavy palm muting with our right hand, okay? And that rhythm is going to sound like this. And then in there you're going to throw in a slide when you hit the 12th fret or the octave C sharp. So and sped up, that sounds like this. Alright, so let's go into the solo section. So the rhythm part is fairly simple. It's just a down, up, down pattern. Down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, okay? And you're just doing some heavy palm muting on here. And then sped up, that would sound like... And then the solo over that, you're gonna start on your second to last string, so the 5th string, and you're gonna be on the 5th fret and you're gonna slide up to the 8th fret. So that goes, and then you're gonna come down to the 7th fret and slide up to the 10th fret of that same string, and then slide back down to 5. And then repeat it up to the 8th fret, and then come down to 7. And then you're gonna play this really weird chord. I think it's what he plays, it's what I heard at least. You're gonna bar on 5 and then play on your highest string the 8th fret with your pinky. So together that sounds like... Well folks, you should have all the pieces that you need to be able to play this song in its entirety. I really hope this was helpful. I've never done anything like this before. I will say that I had a good time making this video and I didn't think that I would. I was really dreading this, but I told that viewer that I mentioned at the beginning of the video that if I didn't do a tab, I would consider doing a lesson video, and I never want to talk a bigger game than I can live up to. In the future, I will try my best to do a follow-up lesson video to the songs that I learned by ear, and the only time I learn a song by ear is if there isn't any music available for that song. But I really did have a good time doing this, and I feel like it's good for me. It helps me really analyze the way that I'm playing. Speaking of, I really apologize for any choppy playing that was in this video. Like I said, I had not picked up a guitar for 2 weeks. I got back late last night from holiday traveling and just dove right into making this video for you guys today. Please let me know what you think in the comment section, and please like and subscribe. I really like to hear from you guys, and give me suggestions. Point out parts in the video that, you know, maybe just, hey, what if you did this differently? It would be easier or more clear if you explained it this way. I hope you guys have a great New Year's Eve. Be safe, take care of each other. I'll see you back with another video soon. Peace.